Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Honkai Star Rail. So, if you remember correctly in the last episode, I did say that I wanted to make the video where I wished for Feixiao my video number 100. So as you can see, there is less than a day to get here, so you better hurry guys or you may miss her. I do have a decent amount of pulls plus some pity, but I still need a few more pulls just so I can be sure. As I got 30 of the standard pulls, I know they don't add up to other banners. However, they have helped me somehow. I don't know. I feel a bit more confident in making my these pulls and then going for the character. I don't know. That's how I've been doing the past few banners. If you remember, if you have checked those videos, you should know. Alright, so what are we going to do today? So, as I said, I started this in which Walt and also Yukong are involved in this quest. I haven't done it. I also want to do the March 7 with Fu Xuan and maybe Kafkas. Maybe. I do think I should do them, so... Well, this is why we are here in the first place. We are going to see and check what's going on here. Why Walt wanted to see us here. So it said that we received a message from the Skyfaring Commission that a starship crashed into Stargates of Navalia and hopes that I can rescue the victim. And Walt seems to be nearby, so we should join him and search for this person. So here he is.
Looks like there's smoke rising in the distance. Miss Shikui sent us a side crane. See if you can get an aerial visual. This is an emergency. We need to find where the starship crashed as soon as possible.
Let's connect to the side crane then. Is this it? Identify.
We found it. Looks like the pilot isn't inside. If they escaped before it came down, they should still be nearby.
Okay. I think there is... Okay, yeah, there's something. There are monsters there. Oh. I see you. Yep, there you are. Side crane is returned.
There. That must be who Miss Shikui asked us to save. We need to hurry. Those abominations have trapped her. Be careful.
Alright then. Let's go on and save this person. Oh. You thought I'd be sleeping, but I did not. Come on.
Good quality, good price, hassle-free chartering.
You know?
High-end barge, the best choice for galactic commerce.
Haha. You fool. Alright. Let's head down. Here we go. Run, come on. This is blocked here. So I guess we'll have to go the... Yeah, circle around.
Hey, get out of here! It's too dangerous! Go get someone from the Skyfaring Commission. Tell them Ching Ni is in trouble.
It's okay, we're pretty tough. They're only abominations. She says, okay, see you later. Ah, it's okay. We're pretty tough,
Don't
actually.
worry, Miss Cheney. We've been in worse danger.
True. We'll deal with that. Don't worry. Okay.
Stay in step. The mood is set just right. Let the
The show begin.
All things are as one.
Joining the battle.
Then we do this. Oh, he just got wrecked.
Flies to a flame.
Life begets death. I will fight for this death. Everything burns to ashes.
Firefly, turn forward in position.
Set the seeds of life. Yep, got wrecked. Oh. And he will get wrecked too.
Is more than a battle.
Man, Firefly is my real MVP. I beat Divergent Universe up to Protocol 6 with her. More?
There are too many
Really?
monsters. Let's hold out for a little longer. The Cloud Knights should be here soon.
Just run! These monsters can't get up here anytime soon.
No can do, Miss Cheney. We're not abandoning you.
Yeah, we won't leave you here. Hey, you think we can take them, Mr. Ye? She still has an idea, really? No, we won't leave you here.
You two have held out long enough. Help is at hand.
Oh, Yukong. You're finally here.
Cloud Knights, formation. Prepare to engage.
Again? Nah. Ah.
Watching me. We're coming to get you. Let's
You.
Gonna hold everyone
Whoa.
back again. A picture of eternal melody.
Sam in position. Now the Firefly.
Fireflies to a flame. Life begets death.
I will fight for myself. Until everything burns to ashes. I shall set the seeds ablaze. Oh, freak. Oh, this guy. But it's not too hard to contain, so... It's broken.
Did the rhythm get messed up?
So this is the warmth of life. You'll do.
And Firefly should take this guy out. Yeah, not bad. Oh, there's a round 2, huh? Alright, just right. Then the show begins. You think I wasn't prepared for this? You thought? Just set the seeds ablaze. Broken. Oh! Broke. Oh!
Take your positions.
Nice.
Dreams
This
do
will come
true.
through.
You will pay attention.
Okay, where are you attacking? Oh, Steely! Oh. Well, that's it. That's fine. That's all. That's all. That's over. After cleansing the area of abomination, the Cloud Knights rescue the trapped girl.
I didn't know the Helm Master of the Skyfaring Commission dealt with situations like this in person.
Indeed. I should be reviewing files in the Palace of Astrum. However, Qingni decided to put herself in danger and trouble our esteemed guests with her safety. As her mother, I couldn't sit idly by.
Wow. So that's good. Wait. Yeah, I already had an idea. But okay, it's still surprising.
Qingni, have you thanked your benefactors yet?
Thank you, benefactors.
No need, Miss Qingni. It was nothing.
I don't know what to say in this kind of situation, man. This is a bit awkward. As easy as taking out trash. It was all thanks to Madame Yukong's timely appearance. I didn't really do anything. I mean, yeah, it was as easy as taking out the trash. Yeah, they're free.
You Astral Express trailblazers have outstanding manners, though your allegories are a little odd. It was because of both of you that Qingni escaped unscathed. Words cannot express my gratitude. In fact, by way of thanks, I'd like to invite you to the Palace of Astrum for tea. It is about time we knew each other better.
Couldn't agree more.
The feeling is mutual, Lady Yukong. We would be honored.
Then, for now, I will excuse myself. Qingni's irresponsible actions caused much trouble for the two of you. Allow me to apologize once again on her behalf.
You always do this, Mother. Scold me before figuring out what actually happened. It was a dire situation. I was the only one who could...
You promised me, Qingni. We shall discuss this when we return. Please excuse us, benefactors. I look forward to our meeting.
I didn't know Yukong had that side to her.
Why? You mean a scary mom side? You mean like a warlike side?
You have a unique way of putting things.
Thanks, I know.
But you're not wrong. Appearances seemingly tell us little about the lives of the Xianzhou's leaders, no matter how long those lives may have been. Yukong's inner worries and concerns came to the surface in the presence of her daughter. Only then was it clear that she, too, is somebody's mother.
Yeah, I feel like you relate to this a lot, Mr. Yang.
Yes. After all, I know what it's like to worry over a kid's homework and whether their lunch is healthy enough.
Okay.
But there's something I don't understand. Yes, Qingni piloted a star skiff without permission and put herself in danger, but she meant well. Nevertheless, Yukong's reaction suggests that there was something more. Anyway, let's head over to the Palace of Astrum. Best not to keep Yukong waiting.
We don't have the right to get there early, right? To the palace!
Let's avoid sudden exclamations like that once we're in the palace.
Oh, come on!
No
You know her!
We're having tea with the Helm Master of the
What?
Skyfaring Commission. We'll need to act with diplomatic decorum. All right, let's head out before it gets late.
Late? You barely see any nighttime here. Unless you're talking about the... Oh, whatchamacallit? When you're in Exalting Sanctum, Arum Alley, or the Divination Commission. Even the Artisanship Commission. Feixiao Garden, maybe it's because of the dense forest, and because Heliobi are in this area. But mostly everything else, it's on daytime. Or maybe it's because how the ship is aligned with the sun, with the source of light. I can't say, but you never see the time go around in the Luofu in this ship. You only see either it's daytime or nighttime, in one or the other side. Okay, let's go to Starskip Haven. Yeah, I forgot that was there was this thing. Sure. I got scared because I heard a horn and I thought it was something else IRL. I mean, if it was on game, then sure, fine. I don't I don't care. But if it was IRL,
Why won't you listen to me?
Because it's my life.
whoa, whoa, so much arguing. Whoa.
You know I have the talent to make it. I can become the Luofu's best pilot, just like you were.
Talent? You'd be dead if it weren't for those two travelers. Do you think stealing a star skiff and taking to the skies is a show of talent? What about being trapped by abominations? Did you at any moment think about what I would feel if something happened to you? Do you know how many people dream of a relaxing desk job at the Skyfaring Commission? You promised me to work responsibly in your post. Not only have you broken the Skyfaring Commission's regulations, you've broken your promise to me.
I already told you. I had no choice. I want to help you and the Skyfaring Commission, not sit at my desk dealing with never-ending papers. That job doesn't suit me.
Then why did you took the job in the first place? I mean, if you don't want that kind of job, why did you take it in the first place? You could have become, I don't know, a Cloud Knight or something. But, okay, they made a promise, they agreed to something, who knows, but it's so complicated. I would say, why would you take that job if you don't want it?
I got the highest grade in the fighter pilot test. They all said I was a genius, like you. Like mother, like daughter. They were all jealous of me. But no one even knew I had to take the test behind your back. You would never have allowed me to go if I told you about it.
Behind my back? Do you really think you could have walked into the test and sat in the cockpit if I hadn't given my permission behind the scenes? As for genius, don't mention that word to me again. Why do you insist on becoming a pilot? Don't understand.
And I don't understand why you don't understand. Why can anyone in the world become a fighter pilot except the Helmmaster's daughter? Don't you realize how ridiculous that is? You may not want to fly anymore, but don't trap me down here with you.
Qingni, where are you going?
Pretty messed up.
I'm sorry you had to witness this.
It's okay. I mean, they should wrap that up before we arrive, but sure, fine, whatever. But then again, you really can't put words into this.
Apologies, Madam Yukong. We should have given you some time.
Yeah, apologies, Mr. Yang. I thought you would be early.
On the contrary, I apologize for allowing my own personal matters to encroach on your time.
We don't intend to pry into private business, Helmmaster Yukong. But if there's anything we can help with, please don't hesitate to ask.
Family issues, I'm afraid. You probably heard a thing or two just now. Despite my earnest wish that she continue in her post, Qingni is fixated on becoming a fighter pilot. I may seem overbearing, but The situation she gets herself into sent a shiver up my tail. It's funny, isn't it? I've seen every disaster imaginable, from the abundance axis to a living planet. I thought I'd forgotten what fear was. But when I fought alongside you, I realized there are still things that can terrify me. I'm sorry. Talking about such vexing matters is unbecoming in front of guests. I invited you here to gain a better understanding of the Express, not bore you with these trivialities.
Oh, come on. It's interesting to know characters. I mean, you are a playable character, and it would be interesting to know more about you.
Oh, I prepared refreshments for you. Please, you must try this excellent whale tide spring.
I know that they wanted to add Moza and also Luca, because Moza was supposed to come out with Feixiao, and Luca, well, it's his I forgot. He got his own side story after completing the mission. But why did I put Asta? Why couldn't they put Yukong there? It could have been something good. I know Yukong is quite difficult to build, but I may have wished for Yukong if I would have had the chance. But truth be told, I think Yukong was on Yunlin's banner? Correct me if I'm wrong, but was that the case? I think it was, wasn't it? Because I wished for Sparkle and she wasn't there. I think it was on the Yunlin's banner. Yeah, I think it was. Though things didn't got off a great start, everyone enjoyed this meeting with Yukong.
Please accept these gifts as thanks for saving my daughter. I'd heard that the Nameless had traversed the Starry Sea, but I wasn't prepared for how much I could learn from you.
Well, I'd heard from members of the Skyfaring Commission that you were a top-tier pilot, Madam Yukong, and an ace among the Cloud Knights. Now that I've seen you in action, I know the rumors were true.
Yeah.
I hope to witness your flying ability for myself one day. We'll head off now. The Commission must be busy. I look forward to our next meeting, Madam Yukong.
On my flying ability, I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint you, Mr. Yang. The sky no longer suits me.
That's so bad, but...
Looks like you still wish to talk.
Yeah, a little bit.
Seems our every meeting is accompanied by an incident of some sort. I hope I can meet the Astral Express crew under better circumstances next time.
Yeah, we do. Well, we'll leave you to it, Madame Yukong. We'll leave. It is strange how Himeko hasn't came to the Luofu. She did. If you did the last little mission that we have after completing the Look event or the Wardens event, you can see that actually Mr. Yang and Himeko came to pick us up. But I won't tell what happened. So in case you haven't finished the event, which I think you have, but if you know, you know. Oh.
You two, please, wait. Thank you for saving me, benefactors. And I'm sorry you had to witness all that.
Oh, I understand. It's the parent-child relationship. You shouldn't have talked like that to your mother. I mean, it's understandable. Plus, she's already an adult.
So you've experienced it yourself, benefactor. That's great.
In a way.
I'm happy I finally found someone who can understand me. But I've had the hairpin ceremony. I'm an adult now. I have the right to pursue my dreams. Mom still insists on sheltering me under her wing, as if I can't even stay alive without her.
Miss Qingni, these are family matters. I'm not sure it's my place to comment. However, in my personal experience, becoming a parent often means we become obstinate. To erode a rock, one must be patient and persistent, like water. What I mean to say is, instead of trying to prove yourself suddenly, perhaps you could demonstrate your ability to look after yourself methodically, over time. Don't you think, Miss Qingni?
Don't think I have don't think I have qualifications to advise here. When when it comes to family stuff, I leave it to Mr. Yen. Yep, that's true. I mean, you could consider me, I don't know, young woman in that case. Hmm. And even so, we still have the crew. It's hard to decide which one. I mean, they've both been the same, but ugh. Yeah, I don't have any qualification.
My mom is actually a reasonable person, but she gets unreasonable as soon as I mention flying.
Yeah.
She hid my Starskiff toys, dragged me away from the port when I stayed behind to count ships, forced me to study for ages. I did everything I could to work my way into the Skyfaring Commission. But she used her authority to assign me a desk job. Every time I walk along Star Watcher Avenue and look up at those ships flying freely across the sky, I feel empty inside. Speaking of empty inside, so how were Mom's refreshments? Good?
Yeah, the aroma was incredible. Help yourself. I'm sure there's some left over. Yeah.
I've been so angry today I forgot to eat anything. How about this? My mom thanked you guys with refreshments, so I should do the same. Let me take you around Starskiff Haven. We can try the most authentic snack on the Luofu.
Well, we already ate, but any kind gesture is well accepted. That's generous, I would say. Oh, it's a ammo.
We're here. The thing about the most authentic snack on the Cienjo Luofu is it's a drink, and it's inside this vending machine.
Wait, is it what I think it is? Wow, the full 5-star, the full 5-star treatment. Again, I got enough in the Palace of Aestrum.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't have the money for anything fancy. Here, Mung Bean soda. One can each.
Oh, yeah, it was that. It was that freaking soda. I remember again from the last little bit that we had in after the Warden's event that March had that kind of monk themed soda or something like that, and she was giving it out to everyone that came to visit the Luofu as a parting gift.
This thing has a bit of a unique flavor, but I love it.
Let me try. A nostalgic experience.
Oh, is there a drink like this where you're from?
No, this reminds me of when I first boarded the Express and forced myself to drink Himiko's coffee, and how my taste buds never fully recovered.
Wait, Himiko's that's what I was going to say. Himiko's coffee is so freaking strong. What?
How is it? Bearable?
Delicious, so simply review. Ah, she didn't like it. Are you sure you're not angry at us, Paul? Ooh. Yeah.
Whoa! I've never met a traveler who could down a mung bean soda like that. But I guess not everyone can accept what I like. Just like flying. Well, don't force yourself. Let's go somewhere else. Ooh, I know a really great place in Starskiff Haven to Starskiff watch.
Well, I do say no one can like the same stuff as you do. I mean, March, March would like that. Trust me, from that event. But she would. I know she would.
You know, there are a lot of mung bean soda moments in life. If you don't try, you won't know. Unique experiences are often a product of risky choices.
True.
Tell that to my mom. Her #1 life lesson is, you can't turn back once you enter the sky. Pilots are always dancing with death.
That's also true. Just
I know
like
she's right.
driving a car or
I know being a fighter
going out
pilot
on the
is an
street.
exhausting and dangerous job. But I still want to fly among the stars. To fight for the Xianzhou Alliance across the vast galaxy.
Or flying any of our flying devices. But yeah, go on. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Why are you so dedicated to that idea, Miss Chingni?
Have you heard of the Foxian birth fate tradition? Soon after a child is born, we surround them with items that represent future destinies. If the child reaches for a jade abacus, then they'll grow up to be a diviner. If they reach for a sword, then they'll grow up to be a famous warrior. And if they reach for a toy star skiff,
they'll become a toy salesman. What kind of idea is that? They'll become a Starskiff pilot. So you reach for the Starskiff?
that's right. Mom reached for the star skiff and showed a natural talent for flying. General Jing Yuan recruited her to the Cloud Knights as soon as she was old enough. That's how she became a fighter pilot. Later, she achieved miracles. One time, she destroyed 3 beast ships in a hail of Barissan anti-aircraft fire. Like an arrow tearing through a thunderstorm. She also holds the Skyfaring Commission records for speed and enemy vessels destroyed.
Oh.
I'm proud to be Madame Yukong's daughter. I've wanted to become a legend like her for as long as I can remember.
I can imagine. A parent is often a child's first hero, and their image can influence their whole life.
Mm-hmm.
She never told me any of those stories herself. And she hasn't piloted a star skiff since the 3rd Denizens of Abundance War. She doesn't even bring up her military achievements. I used to watch her fly when I was young. Then one time, I stole a star skiff and I tried all kinds of difficult maneuvers. Turns out I was as talented as she was. Not only did I survive the flight, my landing was perfect. I remember feeling so happy when they took me to see my mom. There I was boasting about the flight, expecting her to laugh, pat my head, say, "That's my girl," or something. But boy, I've never seen her so scary. I admit, I deserve to be punished. You can't let a kid get away with stealing a star skiff. But my mom was angry about more than that. She was angry because I viewed her as a role model. Because I had the same talent as her. I don't understand it.
Parents never want their children to be in danger. I think I can understand, Madam Yukong.
Yeah.
But flying is the only thing I want to do. I've already touched the sky.
Shinji receives a message and frowns as she reads it.
It's Mom's secretary, Miss Sequay. She just sent me a message. Mom lost one of her trinkets in Stargazer Navalia when she came to save me. Miss Sequay suggested I find the trinket and return it to Mom. Said it might help me get back in her good books.
In Stargazer Navalia? Let's go with you and have a look.
Yep, it'd be better.
Is it really okay to bother you two again?
We're running errands every here and then, so the goal of the express crew is to help other people. Our way to saying thanks for the monk thing, so no.
Indeed.
You're two kind benefactors. I'll treat you to something better than mung bean soda next time.
Thank you. Well, thanks. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to know, or I may want to know how young was she when she took the star skip when she was young, and did those kind of maneuvers. Like, it's impressive. But that was pretty dangerous. She wasn't old enough. I don't know. I don't want to. I'm just.
The fight with the abominations was pretty chaotic. I think Mom's trinket would have dropped around here.
Here? It was up there. Again, I don't know. But if I was a parent and I had a pretty unique skill with driving or something, and I found out that my child took the car, did pretty dangerous maneuvers and other kind of stuff, man, I don't know how I would have reacted. Maybe like Madam Yukon, or even worse. I don't know. I mean, I am not a parent, but you can relate. I mean, it's supposed to be your child, your blood, everything from you, and just knowing that they did something pretty dangerous, not only risking their lives but other lives too, or I don't know, something. It's the just the thought of thinking about it, it's unbearable. It really is unbearable. I mean, you can get where Yukong is going. I know that some parents may be a bit overprotective, but if you are not old enough to do those things, I don't know. It's just like an implosion and an explosion in your mind. A pretty awful mix of emotions there. I don't know what I would have done too. I don't know. But trust me, I would not have been alright.
Do you know what it looks like, Miss Cheney?
Let me think. It should be a little square thing. She's usually got something like that on her.
This is your area of expertise.
What? Isn't combat my expertise? Isn't solving puzzles my expertise? Who do you think I am? Dating? Yeah.
Your powers of perception are impressive, that's all. I think you're the right person for the job.
Why? Who do you think I am, Disney? I mean, yeah. I mean, it would have been better to take editing with us in order to look for the trinket that she had. Maybe know where it. Yeah, know where it is.
A bird cage. Huh. That reminds me. Have you guys heard of the birds that live in the Everhunt Plains? They have beautiful feathers, but you can't domesticate them. They don't live long if you lock them in a cage. Come on, are you kidding? It's a trinket, remember? You think my mom would carry this with her?
Maybe?
It's a beautiful vase, though. What an intricate pattern. Isn't that the divine beast fortune pattern?
You're so smart, Mr. Yang.
Well, I only recently found out about it.
You're done talking, Mr. Yang?
A devastator glaive? Is this from the battle? There were a lot of Cloud Knights.
No. This is only a replica. Probably some kind of film prop.
Well, this is too big for a trinket.
Okay. Oh. Maybe? Yeah, I think this could be it.
Mom always carries this trinket around with her, but I never realized there was something inside. Is this the hunt crest?
Lucky charm.
This is what pilots hang in their Starskiff cockpits for good luck.
It must be very close
Oh,
to
I thought it
Master
was.
Yukong's heart. Let's head back, Miss Qingni. I think you should return this trinket in person. This is an opportunity for the two of you to talk.
Not yet. I want to go back later. There's something I hope you two can help me with first.
And that is...
If you want us to help you persuade your mother, I'm afraid that could be difficult. It's not easy to solve a family dispute as an outsider.
True. What are you talking about?
You misunderstand. I just want to know what she's thinking. What turned an ace pilot, someone who loved to fly, into someone like her?
Fear.
My mom clearly misses her flying days, otherwise she wouldn't keep this on her person. But she doesn't fly anymore and refuses to let me become a fighter pilot. Why?
Maybe we can ask some people who might know the truth.
Like Yuan, we could ask a Sky Rail Commission. Who could that be?
If the Helmmaster herself is reluctant to talk about it, then the Skyfaring Commission staff would be even less likely, even if they know the truth. I think we should try General Jing Yuan first. He promoted Helmmaster Yukong himself. He probably knows more about her past than anyone.
That's
General
true.
Jing Yuan? Are you sure it's okay to go straight to him? Oh, right. You're the General's guests. Even so, this is asking a lot of you.
No problem. If we can get to the bottom of why Helmmaster Yukong no longer flies, we might be able to find out why she doesn't want you to be a fighter pilot. We can't help you too directly, but an indirect conversation like this might give us a clue on how to convince your mother.
Yeah, do you really know Jin Yuan that well? What does that have to do?
Yes, leave it to us.
Well, if he is willing to.
In that case, thank you so much, benefactors. I'll head back to Starskiff Haven. I'm not ready to return to the Skyfaring Commission yet.
You got that? This is Sammy. I think we have an idea on what may have happened regarding this issue. I do remember that in the Feixiao Garden event, there was a short event with Madame Yukong, and apparently one of the ghosts or Heliobite that made manifest someone that she knew. Someone that she used to pilot with. And one of the reasons why she stopped piloting.
Mr. Yang, and you? What brings you to the seat of divine foresight this time? It's nothing urgent. We were hoping to understand Helm Master Yukong a little better.
Yukong? I heard an office worker from the Skyfaring Commission flew a star skiff to assist in the present crisis, but ran into trouble herself. She was only saved thanks to a couple of travelers. On behalf of the Luofu, you have my thanks once again.
You're welcome.
The seat of divine foresight heard that Yukong's seldom seen but often feared temper was on display. I believe the two of you were caught between mother and daughter.
Yeah.
We heard that Helm Master Yukong was an outstanding pilot, but that she refuses to let her daughter embark on the same career.
Yukong herself is best placed to answer such questions. But naturally, you are here because you fear that Helm Master Yukong would decline to answer.
Wow.
If you wish
Very
to dispel
perceptive.
Miss Qingni's curiosity, perhaps we can take a small step back from the topic at hand. What do you wish to know about Yukong the pilot?
Let's go with this.
This is a divine object from the Rainbow Arbiter. Where did you find this?
Inside a trinket belonging to Yukong. Shinji gave it to us.
This object has been stored inside Helm Master Yukong's personal trinket all along. Miss Qingni lent it to us. She thought it might be a way to find out more about Yukong's past and why she no longer flies.
This object is no ordinary trinket. It has borne witness to blood and tears. I'm sure you're both familiar with the Xianzhou's long galactic hunt. But have you heard of the denizens of Abundance Wars?
No.
As the Xianzhou has continued to cleanse the universe of immortal abominations, so too has the Abundance Axis succeeded in breaching our defensive lines. They pushed the Xianzhou to the brink of disaster. 30 years ago, the Xianzhou Yaoqing and Fanghu were besieged by our enemies. Even in the long history of warfare between the Xianzhou Alliance and the denizens of Abundance, that air battle was one of the most tragic. We were greatly outnumbered by the abominations of Abundance. Almost 1 million fighter pilots fought in the bitter battle. Those who survived numbered no more than 100,000.
Oh.
Had the Rainbow Arbiter not descended and destroyed the enemy's assault with their sky-shattering Lux Arrow, who's to say whether the Luofu would still be here today? Such divine objects were forged from the embers that the Arbiter's divine arrow left behind. For the survivors, these relics contain the blood of their comrades, the ashes of their enemies, and the dust of their memories. Yukong is a survivor of that war. her best friend, Tsai, perished on the battlefield.
I don't have any other questions. Thank you, General.
I do not wish to speculate on the reason behind Helm Master Yukong's reluctance to fly, nor do I want to open up old wounds. However, it is difficult to discard one's past. Yukong and Tsai trusted each other with their lives. The Helm Master will have strong memories of that time. Perhaps it is not my place to say, but I believe Qingni has the right to know about the past, as the past is starting to affect her future.
Thank you, General.
Thank you, General. We apologize for taking up your time with such triviality.
Mr. Yang, you jest. How can harmony between parent and child constitute a triviality? If you ask me, the mountains of documents and the seat of divine foresight are the only triviality around here.
Okay. It's not with
We'll
jokes.
take our leave. Let's go. We should head to Starskiff Haven and find Qingni.
Yeah, I was there. Can't say exactly. But yeah, she was the one that perished in battle. And why Yukong is so afraid. That battle and losing her best friend and comrade. Or maybe something more.
Oh, you're here. My mom isn't in a great mood. She went for a walk.
Isn't in a great mood.
Mm-hmm. Probably because of me.
You two are very similar.
Sure.
Well, we do both like to take a walk after a fight. The only difference is that I come to this side of Starskiff Haven and she heads to the other. That way, we don't bump into each other.
Well, it's actually kind of, yeah, she will think that.
Really? I think it's silly. Anyway, did you find anything out from General Jing Yuan?
A thing or two. You relay the information provided by Jin Yuan to Qingni.
Did Helmmaster Yukong never bring this up with you?
I was always curious about her past, but she either dodged my questions or pretended not to hear them. In the end, I realized she probably experienced something that left a scar that never fully healed. I never asked her again.
She was afraid of you ending up like her. Even a flying ace can get into trouble.
Indeed. That's probably why Yukong was never willing to fly again after the battle, and why she forbids you from flying.
I would say after the war, and even the war has not ended, but after that specific war. But yeah, makes sense.
So she doesn't want me to fly because she remembers the pain of losing her friend. And she thinks that my talent makes it more likely that she'll lose me in the same way?
I can't guarantee that's what she's thinking, Miss Qingni. You should talk with her yourself.
You're right, Mr. Yang. But I still have something else to check first. This past that General Jing Yuan mentioned is probably archived in the Palace of Astrum. I remember watching her handle a document with great care before she filed it away. It looked like a diary.
Do you still remember where it was filed, Miss Qingni?
Vaguely. But there are so many files stored in the Skyfaring Commission. Could I ask you benefactors to look for it with me?
Bro. You're wanting to make us into...
A couple of Outworlders going through Skyfaring Commission files isn't a good look. I'm afraid we can only accompany you, Miss Qingni. You'll need to do the searching yourself.
That's true. Do you want to get us in trouble? Again? I mean, it wasn't again. When we first got here, we did got in trouble, but that was because we were unauthorized, but we don't want that again.
Of course. You're right. Sorry.
I mean, I know she's practically alone in this, but come on. Please. Don't pull us into trouble. Don't get us into trouble again. Or don't get us into trouble, I mean. Desktop background on the calculation device is a line of floating calamity. Yaming's workstation, unauthorized personnel prohibited.
Mr. Yang Ming is a stickler for rules. I don't want to annoy him. Let's go to a different device.
Sure, but first I will take that.
I love work. I love overtime. I love work. I love overtime.
What?
I love
Goofy?
I love overtime. I love work.
It's Goofy?
I love overtime. Let's leave her alone.
Yeah. The calculation device is running a voyage simulation. It shows that it needs 2 more dual hours to simulate the voyage from the Luofu to the floating city of Cordelia.
It seems like this device is handling some important procedures. Let's leave it alone.
Oh, take that. Well, you.
Can I help you? I know what it looks like, but I'm using Celestial Jade to improve the algorithm. I'm working, I swear.
Sorry. We'll get going.
Okay, what about this?
We can use this one. Okay. Let me see. Helm Masters, Personal Archive.
Oh.
Got it. Let's go take a look.
No, why do I have the feeling that she will come right after we find it?
It should be here. Let's see. Yes! This is Mom's diary.
Miss Qingmi, I don't think the two of us should be reading your mother's diary.
Yeah, we'll be on our way.
It should be fine. This is from decades ago. For you travelers, that's more than half a lifespan.
We know, but no, thank you.
No, I still think I shouldn't read it. You stay here with Miss Qingmi. I'll be waiting over there.
What?
Fine. Is it really that big of a deal? I'm sure they're just her notes on life as a pilot.
I mean, I don't think I should look either.
Come on, please look at it with me. I need someone to give me some advice. Let's read it together. Maybe her diary holds the key to all of this.
Sai, we're going to be partners. We've known for each other for so long. But when we first knew each other, racing wow! Starships illegal in the city, we were rivals. Not that we're asked to work together and have each other's back. I'm really not used to it. Naturally, I'm not used to having to look after someone who lost against me, but an order is an order, huh? I guess I look forward to playing with you. I don't know when we will receive a combat mission. I don't know what you think about our situation, but I think we both have considerable skills, and having to sit still and not fight enemies in the front line is stifling. Thus, denizens of abundance often raid the borders, and occasionally there are reports of them harming innocent planets. Every time I hear this news, I feel an overwhelming sense of anger. But now things are different. After a while, we'll be able to show them what we're made of on our fighter jets. Honestly though, I'm pretty satisfied with my life right now. After just between you and me, when I really wanted What I really wanted was never the righteous cause of reading demonic activities. What attracts me is just the act of flying itself. Look, flying out on the universe outside of the dwarves is entirely different from racing starships that we're so used to. There is nothing to anchor us in space. There's not even a distinction between up and down. Our fighter jets will be hung in space by their lonesome selves, like ships sailing in the middle of the ocean. By then, there is no one else you can rely on. You can rely on but your own skill and your jet. Some may call this feeling lonely, but I prefer calling it freedom. To me, to fly in space is already good enough. And if I can share this sweet freedom with you, then that's even better. Sorry, I don't know what to say to console you. You're always like this. No matter what terrible things happen to you, you will act strong, as if you don't need anyone to care for you. And you have terrible timing for jokes. Is she Spider-Man? But we have been together for over 100 years, and I think we understand each other very well. You once said that if something is unpleasant for me, it will also be uncomfortable for you. I actually feel the same way for you. Right now, my heart feels like it's about to gouge out with a blunt, rusted knife. I can't imagine the amount of hurt and pain you're going through. It's even funny, I never show Wei Yang my good side. Every time you leave me alone to go on a mission with him, I feel uncomfortable. Especially when I see you two flirting and getting along as if you're inseparable. I can't help but want to glare at him with disdain. But Wei Yang is a good person. No matter how rude I was to him, he was always kind to me. Thinking back on it, I realize I'm just really bad at appreciating people. Yeah, he's really amazing. He managed to hold off several dozen enemy ships with only 2 people. This isn't something that can be done with just courage and resolve. It also requires exceptional skills and extraordinary talent. I can imagine what it was like in his final moments. How his annoyingly handsome face must have shown such determination and focus. I guess that's why you fell for him in the first place. I can imagine how proud he must felt in the moment. He must have had no fear or hopelessness, only pride. You shouldn't be sad. You should be proud of him. We all should. Sorry. I've been having a lot of negative emotion recently that I cannot express to other fighters in the front line. Since you're recuperating in the rear, I'll just dump them on you. Although it seems I'm a bit slow to say such words now. It was only recently that I realized that I'm actually in the midst of such cruel war. Space combat is different from ground combat, although both involve life and death in an instant. It is rare to see severed limbs and broken bodies in space. Oh, very descriptive, which led me to misjudge the brutality of this war. It wasn't until recently, as the situation of the front lines worsened, that the bloody reality gently but disruptively presented itself before me. Someone might sit beside you for a meal today and be missing in action tomorrow, MIA. A new soldier earning prize and honor today might disappear the next. The captain I fought with today might not be found tomorrow. The ground troops that exchange encouragement with me today might be eliminated next. At this point, I'm wary of building personal connections with anyone here. Perhaps that person will perish, or I might perish, or we might both perish in the day to come. I thought I had experienced enough to feel numb, but bad news kept coming in waves every single day. However, I don't regret this at all. Whenever the pain comes, the feeling that becoming a fighter pilot is the best choice I have made in my life will follow. If I weren't a fighter pilot, I can only endure this pain in silence, but I am one. I can fly, I can fight, and I can attempt to destroy the source of my pain. Since I am a fighter pilot, I still have things to do that I can do. Realities that I can change. Please don't use, please don't use names YN came up with. They're terrible. Choosing a name is a big decision the child has to bear with for a lifetime. Use my suggestions instead. It's something I picked after diligently going through several collections worth of poetry. Saiji, I have to tell you, I have a lot to tell you. So many things after your death. They wanted to honor me with a medal. Truthfully, I find that laughable. Based on common logic, no one would award survivors medal to praise their virtuous survival. But no, not the Skyfaring Commission. They gave me a medal, called me a hero pilot, and the only reason for it is because of my luck to remain alive in the calamitous battle. If you had been as lucky as me, we could have gotten the medals together. After the medal ceremony, we could have gone to our Mali, have a few drinks, and laugh at the absurdity of it all. It's a shame. Luck is not on your side. We don't have that chance anymore. I suddenly feel nostalgic. I remember all the times we had steering our starships across the Luofu sky. We were so carefree. There were no threats to our lives, and we didn't have to bear the calling of the hunt. The entirety of the sky within the 12 was ours, yours and mine. Above us was the 12 splashing dome ceiling, and below us the bustling lights of 10,000 homes. Oh, and behind us, the Rome keeping commission officers who won't stop chasing us. That was a time of innocence. How I wish we could stay in that time forever.
What is the meaning of this? The Helm Master's daughter bringing Outworlders in to sneak around? What do you have in your hands? Let me see. Madame Yukong's diary? How dare you read Madame Yukong's personal diary? And with her daughter, too. By the other, you two are in for a...
Mr. Yang, please, calm down. Let us explain.
I see. Qingni, I know Madame Yukong's position on you becoming a pilot is tough for you to accept, but she has her own concerns.
I understand, Mr. Yang, but now, compared to becoming a fighter pilot, I'm more interested in knowing what my mom went through. I want to know what happened, how she went from ace pilot to Helm Master.
I've been here for a long time, Qingni. If there's something you wish to know, just ask. But don't go rummaging around. That's a bad habit. No, this isn't something I should read. Don't show it to me. Yes. Just ask some other questions. Ones I can answer. Miss Tsai? I remember her. She was an ace gunner. Many people wanted to be her flight partner. Her husband, Mr. Guang Yuan, was a pilot. They manned the same skiff and were the envy of many. But when it came to pilots, your mother was the best match for her. They flew together all the time. Even Mr. Guanyan couldn't match their numbers. Well, after he passed away in battle, Tsai rarely teamed up with anyone except your mother. It was tragic when Tsai died soon after. That's the life of a pilot. No one knows which flight will be their last. Tsai's death was a big blow to Madame Yukong. After the battle, she refused to turn in Tsai's possessions as per regulations. She kept them locked away, occasionally taking them out to admire. Nonsense. As a Xianzhou native, I've lived long enough to remember more than the Foxian pilots could ever hope to. In the end, all the ace pilots perished. The only thing I can do is to remember them and ensure they are not forgotten too soon.
Where are Miss Tsai's possessions stored? Thanks for telling us all this, Mr. Yang Ming.
You're welcome. I know this is important to you. I suppose you're going to go through Madame Yukong's office desk next. I can understand your position, Qingni. I'll take my leave and pretend I didn't see anything. After all, it's an unwritten rule that subordinates should be absent when their superior's privacy is exposed. Please don't tell your mother that you saw me today.
Got it.
Thank you.
Hurry. Madame Yukong will be back soon.
My mom keeps lots of stuff in her desk. Let's have a look.
This desk has space to put stuff. There must be a hidden compartment. Is there some special Xianzhou technology? What?
That's the selling point of this desk. Super simplistic design with super spacious hidden compartments. Lots of office staff use this desk. There are hidden compartments on the left, right, and under the desktop. Which one should we check first? Got it. This looks similar to Mom's diary, but it looks like it belonged to Miss Tsai.
Of course.
So, I was adopted? And this Miss Tsai was my real mother? I suppose I've always had a feeling. But now I know the truth. I feel like I'm dreaming.
I mean, yeah, it's a lot to take in that you are adopted.
Don't let that child touch the sky. Is this why Mom refuses to let me become a fighter pilot?
You could say that.
For a pilot, the most important oath before departure is the promise to bring your comrade back. Mom didn't manage to bring her comrade back. So she vowed to prevent me from setting out. Not only am I her daughter, I'm also her final promise to Tsai. I never thought my dream would put Mom in such a difficult situation. I feel a lot closer to Mom after reading this diary. Even if we're not connected by blood. I understand her a lot more now. Can you come with me one more time? I want to have a proper chat with Mom.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
This has really escalated in many awful ways.
all done? Did it go smoothly?
I wouldn't say so, but...
I see. Let's find Helmmaster Yukong. We'll accompany you. We're here to help, but she and I really shouldn't interject when you're conversing with your mother.
Girl.
It's okay. I understand. Just having you stand next to me is already a great help, benefactors. When Mom feels down, she usually goes to take in a view of the Jade Gate. She should still be there. Let's go find her. Mom?
Qingni, why are Mr. Yang and they here too?
Miss Qingni kindly agreed to show us around Starskiff Haven. She mentioned she was trying to mend things between you, but was feeling shy about it. We volunteered to come with her.
Thank you. I must apologize for the trouble my daughter has brought you.
Mom!
All right, it's getting late. Let's talk once we're home.
Actually, I want to talk to you about something right now. I want to become a fighter pilot, no matter what.
We've talked about this many times. No means no.
But...
Seems like Miss Qingni is a little hesitant. Try giving her a little push.
I thought Mr. Yang said we shouldn't interject. What should I say? Qingni remembers that Yukong has always avoided talking about her career as a fighter pilot, and that she wants to prevent Qingni from following the same path. Why? Doesn't seem like something to bring up now, though. This divine object is a testament to Yukong's devotion to the hunt. Qingni believes it's a sign that Yukong still misses the life of a fighter pilot. Still, it doesn't seem...
Say here at the diary.
It's clear that Yukong suffered greatly after that terrible war. Is that why she doesn't want Qingni to be a fighter pilot?
Maybe.
Qingni's birth mother, Zai, was Yukong's lifelong friend. When Zai passed away in that devastating... Still,
doesn't seem right.
Is that Zai's diary? How did you... I understand now. I'm sorry, Qingni. I cannot support your dream because I made a promise to someone else. I don't expect to gain your forgiveness. I just hope you can understand my reason.
Mom, what are you talking about? I'm your daughter. Our bond is bigger than forgiveness and reason. I'll listen to anything you have to say.
Just like you, I once longed for the sky. I know what it feels like to fly through infinite space, to be surrounded by the vast expanse of nothingness, with unimaginable splendors looming in the distance, to float like a single leaf in the fathomless stellar sea. Some called it loneliness, but we called it freedom. Sai was like that too. We were friends since childhood. We flew star skiffs everywhere, causing trouble until the knights caught us and dragged us before General Jingyuan. We soon became the most elite fighter pilots of the Skyfaring Commission. It wasn't an easy life. You could even say it was a cruel one. You never knew if the friend next to you would make it back alive. Of course, the same could be said of yourself. But those are my best memories. I would strike out into the sky, repelling demons and upholding justice. The blood we shed bore witness to it all. The life of a Foxian is short and fleeting. Surely we should dedicate ourselves to such glorious aims. System space all clear today. Great weather for flying.
We're engaging the main Borisan fleet this time. Don't get too excited.
Huh? Sounds like maternity leave knocked the wind out of your sails. Feeling rusty?
Oh, shut it. I think you're just excited because you haven't flown with me for so long. Did you miss me?
Of course I missed you. The galaxy felt smaller without you in my cockpit. Say, Sai, really didn't think you'd come back. Do you really like flying star skiffs that much?
You bet. Sure, it's exhausting, dangerous, low paid. Plus, you only get back to the Luofu a few times a year. But given the choice, I'd always pick this. I guess I already touched the sky.
Mind is mysterious. I've lived for more than 200 years. Forgotten nearly every conversation I've ever had. But I still remember us shooting the breeze that day. It's crystal clear. It was the last time I spoke to Sai. Sai? Hold on, Sai. Sai, open your eyes. Sai.
Thank you, Yukong. I've had a good life. But please, don't let Qingni walk the same path. Don't let her become a fighter pilot.
Sai, she's your daughter. You'll be able to tell her yourself, do you hear? The rescue's almost here. Stay with me. Qingni is waiting for you. She lost Guang Yan. She can't afford to lose you too. Wake up! Sai! 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 When I climbed out of the burning carcass of the star skiff, I looked up into a clear sky, pure and seemingly unadorned by the atmosphere that arced far above us. It was the most beautiful sky I had ever seen. But all I could feel was unbearable pain. I sunk to the ground and gazed up helplessly. In my dream, that was the day I died.
Mom, this is the first time I've heard you talk about this. But I'm not a little girl anymore. The road of a fighter pilot is a cruel one. I know that now. But I won't hide from it. I'm not afraid to walk the same road as her. If my sacrifice can bring happiness to the citizens of the Xianzhou, then I'm ready for it.
You are so very similar to Tsai. The more outstanding you became over the years, the more fearful I turned. I've known for a long time you were ready, but I was not. You know, the cruelty has never claimed victory. Me, Tsai, your father Guangyan, we were prepared for the worst when we enlisted. Do you know how we won that war? The war that took away Tsai and the lives of hundreds of thousands of fighters.
The Rainbow Arbiter's divine arrow.
Yes. The mighty blessing of the Rainbow Arbiter annihilated all abominations in a single strike. We had to pay with the blood of hundreds of thousands of soldiers just to halt their advance.
Wait, that's the same as what happened with Feixiao, no? Saran, when she encountered that shooting star, which is meant to be one of the arrows shot by the Rainbow Arbiter. That they shoot that arrow to perish in wars.
If crushing our enemies was as easy as breathing for the Rainbow Arbiter, then what purpose did our sacrifices serve? Under the might of an eon, the sacrifices of ordinary creatures are but a joke. We are nothing. We mean nothing.
Mom.
But I never should have allowed my fears to compel me to make decisions for another person. Even if that person is my daughter, I brazenly interfered with your choices. I am sorry. That is my failure as a mother.
Mom, you don't need to apologize. Really. You don't need to.
I'll take you to fill in the paperwork tomorrow. You'll start as ground crew, just like Tsai and I did. I believe that one day, you'll make an outstanding fighter pilot.
Huh? Really? Thank you, Mom. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I was afraid of you following in my footsteps. I'm more afraid of you taking after Tsai. If this is your choice, then I'm willing to support you. Even if you live to regret it.
Mom, I have one last request.
Tell me.
I want to fly with you at least once.
I'm afraid I can't. I won't be flying anymore.
But why?
Because I already touched the sky.
And that's it. Oh. but I wasn't free. Okay. Well, that's a different thing, so wait. Chinny stands beside her mother and quietly gazes at the place that fills her with so much passion. Yukong gazes quietly at the place that once filled her with so much passion and cost her everything. Let's not disturb them. Agreed. Alright, that will conclude today's video, guys. Oh, it took me so much. I thought it was going to be quite different from this, but no. I mean, I did have a vague idea, and it was going to be... when I have a vague idea, I always think things, but I do not think how they will turn out. I still thought that Yukon would say no, but... okay, I guess she met her resolve. And now she will allow her daughter to become a pilot. Makes sense. Alright, so... any thoughts about this? Well, knowing about why and what happened to Yukong, it's an interesting thing. I mean, not many people reveal their ideas on why they don't want to do something, or why they fear or do not allow to do something. In this case, letting her enter or become a sky pilot fighter to Chinny, but I thought it was a good thing. At first, it was a lot like Shin, I think, because we didn't know. We were running errands coming here and there, but we did know a few things about Yukong, and now we had a a wider idea, and we know more about her past and how that war ended. So yeah, and this is the first time I think that they mentioned the Borism. I have barely heard something about the Borism, but just in recent events. But they did say, but Chinny did say something about the Boris. So it seems that, and it seems, as they said here too, that the Rainbow Arbiter's arrows are quite deadly, destructive. Even though they are supposed to be for one person, as for how the hunt is supposed to be, because they are on single targets. For a neon, that's quite devastating. And yeah, it is not the same as what it seems in Simulated Universe, or else you will wipe the boss and the entire goons in just one go. You press R and they are wiped out. Yeah, the Simulated Universe is not realistic as it should be, but that makes sense. Or otherwise, there will be no content. So, thank you all so much for watching. Let me know in the comment section what you thought about this story quest. And if you have completed it, if you haven't, if you have any other thoughts about this, let me know in the comment section down below. And please subscribe to this channel. I still have to do push friends and march story quest, and I don't know which other story quest should I do. Guess I will figure it out. But coming up next will be push friend and march story quest. So thank you all so much for watching. I was Game Miracle, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.